Good morning to those who listen. It is September 20th, 2018, 10:58 a.m. And things just got really serious. I can't believe it took this long to get the results. I did the blood test last Wednesday to find out if I had mold allergies or any other food allergies again, and then they checked my vitamin D levels again. Excuse me. And I don't know if you guys know my story. Back in October of 2016 through like June of 2017, I suddenly developed food allergies to almost every food, and allergies, to everything: plants, trees, dogs, cats, sheep, horses, like all of a suddenly. But it's still starting to make sense now. But I couldn't figure out how I suddenly got all these allergies. And when I moved into that apartment at the same exact month that all this started, I was exposed to, I think, a dirty furnace. Well, maybe the dirty furnace had mold too, but they said it had soot. But mold too. So maybe it was mold all this time. I couldn't eat any foods. I was down to 6 foods that I could eat. And I was allergic to pretty much any food you could think of. And every time I tried a new food that I didn't eat in a while, I became allergic to that too. Well, now, since being exposed to this mold in this new apartment, now I have food allergies again. I had the food allergies before for like 9 months, and then they just all suddenly disappeared, and I didn't have the food allergies anymore. So now I really believe, I believed it all this time anyway, but the mold exposure is causing these problems, not just my breathing problems, not just walking pneumonia, but now food allergies on top of it. And so now she says I have to go in to an allergist to get tested for more foods, but so far they know for sure that I'm allergic to peanuts and walnuts. And I just had peanut butter bagel. I put peanut butter on a bagel this morning. Great. I haven't had any problems, at least I don't, that I've seen from eating lately like I did before. When I had problems before, it was so severe. My body would just turn red. Sometimes I would rash out. I'd get like hives. Well, it's only happened a couple times with the hives. But then I would bloat, and then I would also go into like it's not anaphylactic shock. That's what I thought it was, but the nurse said no. It was more like seizures. My whole body would just shake, tremors, I guess. And I mean, my whole body would just uncontrollably shake. And that's when I thought I was dying. And that's when I told Jesus, I said, let me die. I can't take this no more. It was so bad. It was for 9 months that it was that bad. And I couldn't eat anything. I lost so much weight because I couldn't eat. And then I was constantly dizzy all the time. I couldn't work. And for the first couple of weeks when it happened, I was so dizzy I couldn't even stand up or sit down. I just had to lay down for like 2 weeks straight. And then after that, it just kept getting bad and worse. And I don't know. Now I'm kind of worried again. So she wants me, also my vitamin D level is very, very low. And she wants me to be on this 50,000 units. And when I was having problems in Colorado with vitamin D, they wanted me to be on 10,000 units a day. I couldn't even handle 1,000. It would give me those reactions. And also, another thing was my throat would close up. It wouldn't close up completely, but it would close up halfway, and that's when my doctor gave me the EpiPen. Now they're considering giving me some new EpiPens because my other ones I have are expired. And I was so worried about those stupid wasps in Colorado. Who knows? I could have been deathly allergic to wasps. But wow, I don't know what to say. And I did a little research here to see, the medical effects of mold. Come on now. And it's here. It's all in here. It says that exposure to mold can cause all this stuff. I'll just kind of leave it right here. I've never been allergic to food in my life until this happened. So I really believe that it is mold, and it makes sense because there's been other times where I've been exposed to something and something happened. So I don't think I'm allergic like I used to be to food like I was before, but maybe it's the start of it again. When it was allergens, so then it makes it like I'm allergic to foods. So all this stuff, not just with asthma, we got pneumonia, sinusitis. I've been having that a lot, sinus infections. That's what I mainly had in Colorado, was sinus infections, and then all these weird food allergies. I never got bad asthma. I never had pneumonia. I had upper respiratory infections, but I never had a problem breathing. So this here in Iowa is breathing problems. This is the first time I've had really bad, severe breathing problems. And it has to be this mold. And I have this exact type of mold. And apparently some peanuts and stuff have mold in them too. So now I have to stay away from that. So now I got to figure out which exact foods I'm allergic to again. This is crazy. And then I looked up, check this out. I couldn't believe it when I saw this. I just typed it in there and boom, it popped right up. Can mold exposure cause vitamin D deficiency? There's got the vitamin B12 deficiencies, and it also has vitamin D, and it also can cause depression. I was also wheat and gluten sensitivity. I had to have gluten-free stuff for a long time. Yes. So now I don't even know where to go now from where. I mean, now we got another long health struggle to go through. And now I'm going to do tons of testing, all because of the stupid mold exposure. But if anything, it helps my case. But then again, it's also killing my health. So I'm worried that, if I continue having all these problems, I'm going to wind up dying. And $5,000 from small claims courts isn't worth death or severe health problems for the rest of your life. I'm worried that this is going to be more permanent. So I don't know what to say. I don't know. It's just, I talked to, maybe I should do a video separate for that, but I talked to the management of the Cross Creek Apartments that's based in Indiana, and they took some of my information down, and they're supposed to call me back. But I don't know if they will. I told them that, I have a mold problem. I've been getting sick, and I told them the whole story. And maybe they'll do something about this. I don't know. But they need to do something because this is really bad. And I'm just afraid that more exposure to the mold and causing more food allergies, whatever, and more asthma problems. It's just going to get worse. And I don't want to have permanent damage because that's what I'm worried about now. But I don't know. There's nothing really else I can do. I'm doing what I can at the time. I might have to call the TV station and tell them the more information about my sickness, because now it's developed into food allergies. So to me, this is more proof that this mold exposure is causing my health problems. And maybe the Colorado, the stuff I went through there explains the mold. I mean, they never tested for mold. Out of all the things they should have tested for, they never tested for mold. But so if that, if that's what is causing my food allergies, my asthma, walking pneumonia, all that, if the mold's causing that, and and then the food allergies, that's just a sign that, hey, this is it's proof that I've been exposed to mold. What else would be causing sudden food allergies? I've never had food allergies in my whole life, and then suddenly, boom, out of the blue, I'm allergic to every food. And then 9 months go by, and I'm not allergic to any foods anymore. They couldn't believe it. They did tests, and they said, well, you tested positive for all these food allergies before. Now it's not showing up no more. So what can cause, what would cause food allergies to suddenly happen and then suddenly disappear and then suddenly come back again? It has to be mold. More proof of mold. I'm sorry. But pray for me. Pray for me and pray for this whole situation. I believe I have enough proof, at least to show now that, hey, this mold exposure is causing not just asthma problems, not just breathing problems, but food allergies, vitamin D deficiencies. It's causing my health to really decline. So I think that's enough proof. What else do I need? What else do I need? I just want to move into an apartment that's clean, that I can actually live in without having these problems. It's crazy why I can't have a normal house, a normal, clean, livable apartment. I don't get it. I'm going to have to call the Section 8 again and tell them this. This is amazing, unbelievable stuff. Thanks for watching. Thanks for subscribing. Say a prayer. I love you guys. God bless.